Hiya guys, Freddy here. Welcome back to another DrivethruRPG. And this time I would like to present this, the PC booster kit for Dark Conspiracy. Now this has been sitting around on my desk for a few weeks, ever since I put it in a poll. A poll in which it came absolutely dead last. Now, I love me some Dark Conspiracy stuff, I love me some Games Designers Workshop stuff. Most of what they put out was absolutely fantastic, and it's been sitting on my desk tempting me ever since. So, hence this video. Now I'll cover that on the desktop in a wee second, but as usual I'd like to talk about my patrons for a moment. Because this week I have been advised they can look very fierce when cornered, but they don't scare me because the love they show this channel and the love they show supporting the channel, I cannot show my complete appreciation for. They are just amazing. Now, if you'd like to help support the channel, if you'd like to join this honoured group, then there's a Patreon in the description down below, where you can get access to these week's videos a week early, you can get access to some books I've written and other things, and you can become a real honest-to-goodness fake Laird of Scotland, depending on which level you choose. Now if you click on the link in the description down below, it'd be very much appreciated. But anyway, let's have a look at the PC Booster Kit. This is the PC Booster Kit, which is for Dark Conspiracy. It came out from Games Designers Workshop in 1992. And this is an enhancement to the game. It's supplemental rules, so rules clarifications, things which have obviously come out in the first few months of the game's release, where people weren't sure on how the rules worked. We've got some add-on stuff, so extra add-ons to character classes and things like that. But we've also got a total rules modification, changing the rules from a D10 based system to a D20 based system, which funnily enough they call the D20 system, predating Wizard of the Coast, Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition, and their D20 system by many years. So let's have a look at the back cover first of all. Kick into high gear. Take your characters to new heights of performance with this optional rules supplement for Dark Conspiracy. Included within are rules for playing younger, more highly skilled characters, enhanced PC background options, exciting new careers, expanded combat rules allowing for true expertise with specific weapons, an improved skill system, rules for creating Renegade Extraterrestrial PCs, everything necessary for expanding to a D20 task resolution system, an updated full-colour character sheet suitable for making either colour or black and white photocopies. A new dark age has come and the world desperately needs heroes. With this expansion kit, your character can be amongst the very best. Now, opening up, we have the rules booklet itself. We have a Games Designers Workshop catalogue, which we'll have a look through in a second. And we have basically a DM screen for the D20 system. D20 system task difficulty levels, character generation updates, empathic power levels, additional notes, empathy tasks, combat tasks. So if you're going over to this more flexible system, you've got everything you need. You've got a small Games Master screen. Now, the booklet itself, we go inside, we've got an introduction talking about not the game world, but about the writing it. When Frank Chadwick and Mark Miller first asked me to take on the project, they had a vision for the game, one that I adapted and expanded upon in ways I'm certain they did not anticipate. We've got expanded PC backgrounds, so we've got things like social classes, we've got mustering out. Like many Games Designers Workshop games, this is with a life path system, where you're taking a character through their life. But they're adding mustering out here. So instead of waiting until your character basically ends their ordinary career, which could be at quite an elderly age, they could be 60 or 70 years old if you've rolled particularly well, and they haven't come out through injuries or whatever. But with this, they can decide to leave early, and it's explaining how that works. And we've got various things, restrictions, becoming agent, empathy, encounters, Xeno. And then we've got new careers. So we've got the biker, we've got the Renegade ET, we've got rogue androids, one of which I played. I remember playing that in Dark Conspiracy. Street urchins, underground empaths, and everything you need to play those. We've got additions to existing careers. So more information and add-ons to make those character classes more flexible. Quite a bit for the prisoner. Then we've got details on contacts and adding them to your players, or your characters. So gaining contacts, how to use them. We've got rules expansions, so clarifying various bits of the rules which people were unsure about. Task difficulty notes, for example. And I have to say the artwork's absolutely lovely, as most Games Designers Workshop stuff was. We've got combat expansions and clarifications, detailing how combat works in a far better way. Because, as I've commented in the past, the Dark Conspiracy rules were a bit dodgy. They didn't work out great. And then we've got this new system, the D20 system, and how to update character generation, combat notes, task difficulty notes, and summaries of common tasks. And that's it. The booklet is basically a errata for the main rulebook, but it adds this entire D20 system. And because that left it fairly thin, they threw in a nice catalogue. So this is the 1992 Games Designers Workshop catalogue. Free! And we've got talk here of Dangerous Journeys, Gary Gygax's Dangerous Journeys, the Mythos Fantasy Role-Playing Game, the Epic of Earth Companion Volume, Mythos Magic, Mythos Book 2, the Games Master Screen, Anubis Murders, Samarkand Solution, Death in Delhi, Necropolis. And we've got various licenses, so video games which were going to come out for it, miniatures. Then we've got Dark Conspiracy itself. We've got PC Booster Kit. We've got Ice Demon, which was an adventure. I seem to remember the party getting total kill playing through that. Nightsider, Minion Hunter, Minion Nation, the Minion Hunter expansion kit. We've got the Fiddleback Trilogy, Michael A. Stackpole, 3 novels. The Dark Tech Sourcebook, Dark Races, Among the Dead, the Empathic Sourcebook of Extra Powers, Proto Dimensions, New Orleans Heart of Darkness, and Hellgate, or Hell's Gate. We've got Twilight 2000 stuff, Bangkok, Cesspool of the Orient, which I covered fairly recently, American Combat Vehicle Handbook, Soviet Vehicle Handbook, Twilight Nightmares, which I covered very early on in the channel's life, NATO Combat Vehicle Handbook, Nautical Aviation Handbook. We've got the Deluxe Box Set, Infantry Weapons of the World, Heavy Weapons Handbook, Special Operations, Castle by the Sea, Operation Crouching Dragon, the Referee's Screen. And then we're on to Merc 2000 and the Gazetteer for Merc 2000, and then Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, something I'd love to pick up and cover sometime. Absolutely fantastic comic strip. I remember the video game as well, having a load of fun with that. And we've got Mega Traveller and Traveller the New Era, because that was just coming out at the time. So we're sort of moving over to from Mega Traveller to Traveller New Era. We've got an advert for Challenge magazine. 2300 AD, Space 1889. Now these are very faded pages in their design. Support. So newsletters, we can barely read there. The licensees, the various Paragon games, Mega Traveller 1, The Zordani Conspiracy, Mega Traveller 2, Secret of the Ancients, Twilight 2000, role-playing in the aftermath of World War III for the IBM PC. I know at least one of those was for the Commodore Amiga as well, because I played it. We've got Command Decision. I'm afraid I don't really remember this. Harpoon. I remember seeing that on the game shelves. GDW at War. Various war games. Imperium, the science fiction war game. Star Cruiser, The Last Battle, Team Yankee. We've got various distributors, the price lists for everything, and then their release schedule, showing when every issue of Challenge was out, all their novels getting released, all the different games, and when they're getting supported. I do find it amusing that either Challenge or Journeys magazine had an April Fool's issue and a swimsuit issue. Rather strange for a role-playing game. But that's the PC Booster Kit. It in itself's fantastic. It's a great add-on for the game. I have no idea how much it cost at the time, but we definitely grabbed onto this and started using it almost straight away. As I said, my main character was one of the classes used in this. But it's a wonderful little add-on if you like Dark Conspiracy, which itself is a fantastic game from Games Designers Workshop, who I cannot rave about enough. But anyway, as usual, I think I've whittled on for quite long enough. So thank you very much for watching. But as always, most of all, you look after yourselves. And I'll catch you later. Bye now.